Have you ever wondered how to draw a treble clef on the musical staff? If so, join me today because I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to draw a treble clef. Hi, my name's Jenny from the Musical Homestead, and today I'm going to show you how to draw a treble clef. Let's get started. During my years of teaching piano, I have seen my students draw treble clefs in so many different ways and get so frustrated trying to draw them. Today I'm going to show you some easy guidelines that are going to make you an expert at drawing treble clefs. If you want to join me today, get some manuscript paper and a pencil. This is what our treble clef looks like. If you wonder what is a treble clef, this is what it looks like. A treble clef is found at the top, usually, of a grand staff. And if you're a piano player, that's usually where your right hand's going to play. Now it's time to draw some really good treble clefs. The first thing you want to do is you want to draw two X's. You're going to draw one on the second line and the fourth line of your musical staff. As you can see, I want my X's to be lined up because I'm going to be drawing something that's going to connect them. And I want the line that they're on to go right through the middle of the X. So I have one on the second line and the fourth line. After I have my X's all lined up and I'm pretty okay with where they are, I'm going to draw a J. I like to say J for Jenny. And to do my J, I'm going to start above the top of the staff. I'm going to start way up here. I'm going to come down and I want to go right through the middle of my two X's and go below the staff and then do my little J and put a little dot on the end. This is my J. It starts above my staff, straight down through the X's, and then ends below my staff. And I'm going to do a little dot. Most J's don't have dots, so that's a little different. The next curly Q I'm going to do is going to start up here and I'm going to go to the right, and I want this to be really narrow. This is not going to be super big. You're going to see the second loopy loop is going to be bigger. This is going to be narrow, and I want to just draw this curve that goes right to the middle of my top X on my fourth line. What I like about this approach is we're breaking the treble clef up into different segments, so you're not trying to draw all the little loopy loops at the same time. You're focusing on one specific loop at a time. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick up right where you left off in the middle of that X. Now this is where it's really important. A lot of my students have trouble with this. You need to come out a little bit farther. This one's going to be a little bit thicker. You're going to come all the way down to this bottom line. Do not go below it. Do not come above it. All the way down to the bottom line, and then you're going to circle around this X, and you're going to end on the G line. So this one is probably the trickiest one. It might take a little bit of practice, but I know you guys can do this. You're going to start at the middle of this X. You're going to come out a little bit farther. We're going to the left. We're going to touch this line. Do not go below. Do not go above. And then you're going to loop up and around this X, and you're going to end on the G line. The really fun thing about this is I have just drawn a wonderful treble clef with one line, two lines, three lines, and that's it. The X's are here to show you where these lines are going to intersect with the staff. This will help so your treble clef isn't too small or isn't too big. The X's are super important. As you're practicing drawing these, once you get really good and you can see where these lines are, you can get rid of the X's. And then just know I'm always going to go to this fourth line and I'm always going to loop around the second line. Now you have some simple guidelines that you can use to help you become an expert at drawing treble clefs. Just takes a little bit of practice. This video was part of the How to Draw Musical Symbols series, and I'm going to link some of the other videos in the description below. That way you can become an expert at drawing all of these symbols that are a very important part of music. Before you go, do me a favor and click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And until I see you next time, remember to have fun learning music.